So hello everyone, my name is Ana Maria Madrid and today I am going to talk about linguistic variation, specifically Canadian English. To start, it is important to know different terms such as language. So according to Noam Chomsky, the language is the inherent capability of native speakers to understand and form grammatical sentences. He said that a language is a set of finite or infinite sentences, each finite length constructed out of a limited set of elements. This definition of language is considered sentence as the basic of a language. The other concept is linguistic variation, but what is it? Linguistic variation, or simply variation, refers to regional, social, or contextual differences in the ways that a particular language uses, such as pronunciation, morphology, word choice, and grammar, depending on a number of non-linguistic factors. Variation between language, dialects, and speaker is known as inter-speaker variation. Do you know Canadian English? Stay here and we'll explain a little bit about it. Canadian English is a variety of English used in Canada. More than 25 million Canadians, that is 85% of the population, have some knowledge of English. Canadian English spelling can be described as a mixture of American English, British English, Quebec French, and unique Canadianisms. Canadian vocabulary is similar to American English, but it is important to know a little about the history of this linguistic variation to understand it, no? In summary, the term Canadian English is first mentioned in 1857 by Reverend Constable Jakey to refer to that distorted way of communicating with English words and phrases typical of English immigrants. This differentiation was not because the country faced four waves around 2 centuries of history and arises from intercultural exchange, as this is a nation open to immigration. Geographical localization is really important because this influence in language. Canada is the North American country that stretches from the United States in the south to the Arctic Circle in the north. The major cities include Toronto, Vancouver, the West Coast Film Hub, French-speaking cities, Montreal, and Quebec. What is vocabulary? He thinks. So today I will explain the meaning of this term. Vocabulary refers to the words we must understand to communicate effectively. The educators often consider four types of vocabulary: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Today I am going to show you some characteristics of Canadian vocabulary. The first characteristic of Canadian vocabulary is the words from French have perceived the ending RE in English, in Canadian English. For example, center, spectre, mirror. The other characteristic is Canadian English retain the combination of the vowels O and U. This is not occur in American English. The words that retain this combination are flavor, savor, color. The other characteristic is some Canadian English terms. For example, washroom in American English is bathroom. All dressed pizza in American English is pizza without ingredients. Carburetor in American English is garbage disposer. Parkade in American English is parking. and the final word is only known in this country, and the pronunciation is took.
In America, we would say bathroom. In Canada, we say washroom.
In language, it's really important the pronunciation, but what is? Pronunciation is the concrete way in which a word or an entire language is produced phonetically by a speaker.
So if you watch enough hockey, you hear this word all the time. And how do you say it north of the border?
Organization.
Organization. Is that 5 syllables?
Yes. Well, how do you say it?
Like organization, maybe 3. Organization.
You do everything in a hurry.
Organization.
Western Canada.
In Canadian English, pronunciation includes diphthong sounds. But what is diphthong sounds? Diphthong are 2 vowels that combine to make a single sound in one syllable. For example, words with vowels O and U or U and E are pronounced O. For example, a vote and Tuesday. As I said before, British English is really quite of Canadian English. For example, pronunciation of avenue is very similar to the British pronunciation. The other characteristic of pronunciation is the letter C, but this pronunciation C is in American English. In Canadian English, is pronounced as Z.
Z.
Do you know what is slang? Slang is informal language words that are not typically part of what is accepted as correct use of language. This term can be related to location, a rural or urban area, or to a specific group of people. One example of this is the words that use teenagers and their parents not understand. The first and common example of slang in Canadian English is the use of a. This a word or sound is the same thing like ha or you know, that these terms is used in American English. This a word is used when people want to repeat or explain something that said before or in the final of sentences.
Americans can ask you, nice weather, huh? Or nice weather, right? A Canadian would definitely say, nice weather, eh?
The other example of slang in this case is about Canadian money. Canadians call their $1 coins as loonies and $2 coins as thunies. $5 bill is often called a fiver, and a $10 bill is called thin spot.
Americans say $1 or a buck. Canadians say a loonie. Americans say $2. We say a toonie.
Finally, it's really important to know this part of slang because people use these words in some cases and different people don't understand what people want to say. For example, a snowbird in American English refers about someone who goes to warmer southern climates during the winter. The other example is Canucks. This word is used to refer to Canadians call themselves coaches that in Canadian English people refers about it Chesterfields. The video was very theoretical, but we'll start with the fun part. So in dynamic time, you choose what is the good answer. First one activity is which is a Canadian artist, Justin Bieber, Dove Cameron, or Kylie Jenner. To continue, I hope you got the previous question right, but you have another chance to win. So choose the correct answer. Golden Gate Bridge, London Eye, or Niagara Falls. To finish, you must guess who is the President of Canada. So, Joe Biden, Justin Trudeau, or Queen Isabel.